Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So of course in my normal kind of video, or at least my last year anyway, how I used to do my kind of in between events is I would do a how is it so far. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I did enjoy that sometimes doing that. I just found it a little bit tedious. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to, if they are sticking to this 4-act structure, which I think they are going to be doing, what I'll be doing instead of the how is it so far, I'm going to be doing when Act 2 is over, I'll be doing a review of both Act 1 and Act 2. So I've kind of already gone over Act 1 a little bit, so it's a little bit, I'm going to be repeating stuff that I said in my review. So yeah, I do apologise for that. We'll try to skip through that pretty quickly and go through my points. So yeah, I think, so we'll start with obviously Act 1. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be reviewing every prize kind of thing. So we have Lisa Live. So the Lisa Live, I think the quest line overall was okay. I quite enjoyed it. I think it made a little bit of, it made sense. I have a little bit of an issue with some of the characters as a whole, because I don't think they really fit Valentine's Day very well. The Child Varium, or Child of Varium, or whatever the heck it's called, which is the first prize. I quite like this. I think it is. It's a bold building. It really stands out. Miss Tillingham's school is also pretty cool. I think it was a little bit thrown in there, but it worked okay. They made it work in the quest line. It was alright. Then we have the Springfield Planetarium, and also a free land token came with it. I think this was okay as well. I really like the design of that. I like how it's on like a mound of dirt, so it's easy to kind of decorate. And then finally the Springfield Union Station and the free land token. Again, I am happy that they throw in land tokens there. I guess I'll just quickly repeat my issues with the Springfield Union Station. I also think it's a little bit big. I think I don't know about you guys, I think it's a tad bit big, and I don't usually complain that when buildings are too big, because normally I want them bigger. But this one's a little bit too big if you compare it to other buildings. Yeah, I think I would like this to be a little bit smaller, and I really wish that they added an option where we can actually, you know, like add tracks and actually make a little train station. I think that would be really, really cool, but they unfortunately haven't done that, which is a bit upsetting, really, because I think that would have been a really cool feature in the game, but they didn't do it, whatever. But I guess they could add it later on, so I'm not entirely bothered about that, really. It's not a massive point, because I think they could just easily add it later on. And then finally, Mr. Bergstrom, who was the final prize of Lisa Live. I think he made sense he made sense for the story they were going for, obviously, and the questline was works. But I just kind of question whether this is really the proper thing to come in a Valentine's Day event. That's my only issue with it. I think they made it work though. Overall, I was happy enough with Mr. Bergstrom. However, with Act 2, I was a little more skeptical. I wasn't a massive fan of the Shelbyville thing, but we'll get into that now. So yeah, we have the second act, which was called Roma and Juliet. So basically, this was a Shelbyville act. Essentially, we got a bunch of Shelbyville items in this. So the first prize was the Welcome to Springfield Arch. Starts off with a decoration, not as strong as the previous act, I would say. But then the previous act gave us 4 buildings, and I don't always expect 4 buildings. But there again, we did kind of get we only got 3 buildings in this, but then they were all as a bundle, which I kind of like though. I think, you know, it's a nicer prize. Like, it's an easy prize to get all 3 of them. You know, you get 3 buildings in one, which is pretty cool. But the Welcome to Springfield Arch, I think, is okay. I'm okay with them starting with decorations. I don't mind that at all. Then we have the Shelbyville bundle and the free land tokens. So this included 3 buildings. It included the Shelbyville Elementary, it included Joe's, and it also included the Speedy Mart. Here's a little screenshot here of what it looks like in my town. So yeah, this is my design of it overall. Of course, you'll also see the Springfield Bluffs, which is this kind of big mountain we got. I kind of wish that they would give us a few more of these. I think that's my only complaint with that, really. I would like a few more of them, because I think that they were pretty cool. Of course, both the Shelbyville bundle and the Springfield Shelbyville Bluffs came with the a free land token, which is very cool as well. Yeah, I don't really have many issues with either of these buildings. I think the quest line, when it comes to the quest line, it was okay. I have a few issues with it being, it was a little bit loose in terms of the Valentine's Day theme. That's my only issue with these acts, really. It's just the quest line. It's funny because the previous thing with the not yet spring cleaning, my only issue with that was really the quest line. I didn't think it was very strong, and I guess it's the same with this one. And then the fourth prize even was the Bart's own Shelbyville animated job, and I love this animated job. Here's a picture of it right here. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's so awesome, and I was really happy for this. Is one of the cooler animations that we've got as a prize. Definitely a really awesome animation, and I was happy that they gave us this. Yeah, I have complained before about animations as prizes, but this one I'm okay with because it's for a character that we've had in the game. It's a character who's permanent in the game. It's not like they gave, us an animated job for Mr. Bergstrom, which again should be left to his tasks. I guess it could have been a little bit earlier of a prize. I think the only tweak I would have made is give us the Shelbyville Bluffs as the second prize, give us the animated job as the third prize, and then give us the Shelbyville bundle as the fourth prize. That's probably the only tweak I would have done. And then, of course, the final prize is Groundskeeper Wilmer, and I'm really happy when they make characters final prizes because it feels like we're earning some. We're going to somewhere. We're getting a really cool prize. Groundskeeper Wilmer. I have a few issues with her. My main issues being she's not a very strong character. I think she's a cutaway character essentially. She's a little bit of it. She's a gag character. She's not. I guess she's not really a blink and you miss it as such, which is I guess is a category in itself. But I would say she's a gag character. She's only there. Her only purpose is to serve a gag, and I think that's my biggest issue with her character. I kind of there wasn't really enough there to constitute her as a great prize. But then again, I think that's the beauty of having 4 acts, is we've got four different types for 4 different characters as final prizes, and I think the other the two that are going to come are probably going to be stronger than Groundskeeper Wilmer, but I think in terms of a gag character, she's pretty funny. I have a little bit of an issue with her being in the final prize because she doesn't really have a love interest. Like, I guess they kind of, I guess Willie, they kind of teased it, but like, I just don't think that it's really that strong. We never saw her and Willie be together, so there isn't really much they could do with that. And that, I guess that's my only issue with it. Really, is not really a strong love interest. I think the other 2 are the characters that we're going to be getting in the third and fourth act. They're really strong love interests. Like, they make sense. But both Mr. Bergstrom and Groundskeeper Wilmer, they feel a little bit too loose for my liking. But overall, the first 2 acts I was really happy with. I think, so far this is a really, really good event. I think my favourite character is Mr. Bergstrom so far. I really liked what they did with him. So yeah, I think overall pretty good event so far, and I'm really excited to see the third act. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this style of video instead of me doing the houses so far. I kind of prefer just doing an act review. It just reviewing just 2 of the acts. It's easier for me. It's something unique that no other tapped out YouTuber really does. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to stick with this format from now on, so you guys get something in between about me talking about the event that isn't just premium gameplay. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next one. Goodbye.